They cheat the algorithm and they put the retail products up front. Without that, this thing is totally dead. Dead, dead, dead. All right, buddy. What Amazon problem can I help you with today?
I wanted to talk about outside traffic today, especially during launch of a product. Is this a good strategy, a good approach? A lot of people in the Amazon world, they lean more towards the PPC advertising strategy. And I feel it's actually an area that can be very beneficial, especially at the beginning, at the earliest stage when we're launching a product.
So it definitely is going to help with product launches. It can also help with, like, let's say your product is just stuck at a certain level. It makes sense to go outside of Amazon to push some traffic. We did a lot of tests with TikTok, but the challenge is TikTok's not really like pushing traffic to Amazon anymore. They're trying to push TikTok Shop. So now if you do something in TikTok, you're going to generate sales only in TikTok. So it just depends on what product we're dealing with and what platform would be the most ideal to drive external traffic. Most of the brands that we work with are typically native-born Amazon brands, and they don't have an email list, they don't have Google ads, they don't have a website usually, and they're looking for Amazon to be a standalone thing that works on its own. And that's okay. It's okay to have a standalone Amazon native-born brand. You'll never hear that about Walmart. It just doesn't exist. Because on Walmart, it's not really a marketplace. It's more of a retailer that just allows other people to sell on it, but they cheat the algorithm and they put the retail products up front. So it's not a marketplace. Amazon doesn't have any cheating problems. I mean, they do have Amazon Basics, don't get me wrong, and they are a monopoly. But for the most part, they allow anybody to sell on the platform. So that's the good news. And they allow you to leapfrog the rankings if you bring in some traffic from external. They allow you to leapfrog the rankings if you have a higher conversion rate, a lower price point, and any of those other signals. So having said all that, yes, I'm a fan of external traffic. It's just typically harder. So let's look at the listing and make a decision on whether this brand would be a good fit or not. All right, so tell me about the product.
So this is a planner. And actually, they have a good following outside of Amazon. This is a planner that is made with plum paper. That's their main selling point. And they have undated and dated planners as well. Like I said, they have a big following on social media, and they have their Shopify website, and they already have a lot of traction there. We're trying to push and create momentum on Amazon. However, they do not want to move traffic from the outside to Amazon. They want to keep them separately. I still think that it would be a good move to reconsider bringing that traffic from the outside. Lastly, to add to the context, they have a customized option on their website. That's their main selling point. So when I ask about their order value outside of Amazon is $100 because the customers, they have the opportunity to just add more things. You know, I have the color that they want and have whatever they want, versus Amazon, they only have one set price.
You've got a brand that wants to segregate Amazon or segment it off. So why not pitch them running a test? Send one email to one listing with a deal or a, hey, we're now on Amazon. And let's see how many sales it generates versus what you would normally do with the website push. Or run an A/B test where you send half your traffic to the website, half to Amazon. Let's see what happens. And there's two ways you could run the A/B test. One is you could just split the email and send the same email to everybody by saying, hey, buy this on Amazon or our website, and just see which one does better. Or two, you could make two unique emails, one that drives to Amazon, one that drives to the website. Chances are Amazon's going to win that. When they see that, they're going to learn that they can have a higher conversion rate by using Amazon, even with their own customer base. So that's why Amazon is so powerful. And with external traffic, you want to give them both options. How are sales, though?
They're not the best. They're low. Right now, we also don't have any PPC going because they wanted to push the brake until we get the new products, the inventory, and ready to launch.
So with ads off and your product's already optimized, your options to grow the brand become very limited. I would try and win them over on PPC and just say, hey, what if we set a super low ACoS where you're making a profit? Could I have just ads on a little bit? Because without ads, this product's dead in the water. Unless you lowered the price down to $19.99, get 50 units in sales, raise it to $24.99 and get 50 units in sales, and then do it by pricing. but you need some sort of lever to generate sales. You either have to generate traffic or you've got to improve the conversion, or both. And pricing will do both, but it's harder to get the brand to lower price, especially when they have a higher price on the website. But it's typically like a launch strategy. I've been talking a lot about pricing lately because it's so important. You need to lower the price to generate sales. Pricing needs to be in the top 3 things that are looked at.
That's probably one of the approach to take, but I think that if we lower the price, we create momentum because they are different products. Because eventually what we're doing is creating momentum, creating traction, and then we can just go back up to the price that we want or that we were at the beginning.
It's just a launch strategy to have a lower price, right? Like until you get sales, you need to lower the price, right? You go at a lower price to generate interest, right? And the best thing to do is just, give consumers less risk by having a lower price. You've correctly identified what needs to be done. You just now have to persuade them. Are they persuaded through showing them what the competitors are doing? Are they persuaded by your data analysis and forecasts and they want to see data? Are they persuaded by a story or a narrative? And then you've got 3 things you got to win. You got to win at least one of these, either external traffic or internal traffic. I would go for the internal traffic first, the Amazon PPC. Without that, this thing is totally dead. Dead, dead, dead. And then the third would be price. Price will be the toughest debate, but it's the easiest lever.
I agree.